This is not a kid-friendly show.
Yo, what is really good, my dudes? Today is March 6, 2017, and we got another RuneScape update for y'all. So we see the rework of the Lumbridge Crater. They're calling it Lumbridge Crater Reclaim. So let's just jump right into it. Along with a much more greener, luscious look that you're seeing on screen. I mean, it looks phenomenal, if you do ask me. But along with that, they've also removed the Zamorakian plinth to the south of it and expanded the Lumbridge Swamp more to the west. So it looks much more natural. You don't see that big Zamorakian lava area anymore. It's also important to note that the Saberdoman Preacher is still found in this area to give you the cutscenes that happens with the World Event 1 that caused the crater in the first place, so you're still able to see that with the Saberdoman Preacher. Also, the Cabbage Face Punch Bonanza entrance has been removed, and the minigame can now be accessed in the Gamer's Grotto in Falador. So they've removed that from the area to make it much more natural, not so cluttered and crowded, and you can now go to Falador to get that. And finally, there's a number of features that have been added to Lumbridge itself, such as the well and the duck pond, just to give that old feel, to bring it back in line with what we remember before World Event 1. So it's looking really good. Let me know what you think about it. I think it looks amazing. Next up, we got the wardrobe rework. Now, I talked about this in a previous video, so you can go check it out for yourself over there if you really want to know more about it. But basically, they've overhauled the wardrobe, and that's the thing where you do your cosmetic overrides, etc. Basically, they're giving it a bunch new features. Just to name a few, we got new grid views and list views. We've got advanced filters and search options, and you can name your own personal presets, up to 4 of them, which is awesome. They've expanded the keepsakes. You can now have 100 keepsakes instead of 50, so they've doubled the keepsakes if you are all about that fashionscape. So I'm sure some of you will really appreciate that, to be honest. Also, the light and dark outfits that you get from Treasure Hunter, if you win them on there, you'll now get them as an override, so I know a lot of people are going to be happy about that one too. Next up, skilling outfits. Now, we had the mining golem and the ethereal runecrafting one. Now we got the shark one for fishing, so head over to an invention workbench, and with level 20 invention, learn the blueprints to start obtaining the pieces. It's going to work exactly the same as those two, but with fishing. Also, they've come out with the skilling outfits from Treasure Hunter that just give XP. You can now get 4 of them in game. That's the divination that you'll get from Gothixian caches, cooking you'll get from Gnome Restaurant, summoning you will get from familiarization, and prayer you'll get from purchasing with ecto tokens at the Ecto Fontes. So that's really awesome. Also did a video about it, so if you really want to know a little bit more detail about it, go check that video out. On top of all that, guys, we got several pets that have been added to the pet interface. Those are Squidge, Runstable, Cute Phoenix Hatchling, Mean Phoenix Hatchling, Little Jad Pet, and the Crest Spot. Those were all previously items that you would drop on the ground like you do with old school pets. That is no longer the case. They are no longer an item. If you own the item previously, it's now removed, and you can find the pet in the interface. Anybody who hasn't got these pets yet from a monster drop or whatever, whenever you finally do get them, it won't be a drop. It'll just go straight to the interface, and you can access them there. Anyways, that's a lot of shit for today's update, to be quite honest. Nothing really major in terms of any like big game updates, but a lot of small things that add up to a lot of good stuff to get into. With that out of the way, let's just jump into patch notes, however, and see what we got there. So first off, we got several graphical updates, things to like dwarves and Majorot models, etc. Next up, we got news broadcast for JMod spawning Wildy Worms has been added. You can no longer disassemble items worth over 1 mil in combat, and disassembly results for the gas pouch and scrolls have been corrected. XP now correctly awarded when depositing impure Syntisting crystals to the Refiner Shreks with capped agility XP. A new cape's been added to the Nomad hard mode fight if you've completed it in under 6 minutes. There's now a timer in that fight, and you can now loot capes if you've completed it for that week already. All good stuff if you like to do that D&D. Next up, the Tuska set for the Anima Corvus Sliske will now function correctly in PvP, and the luck perk now works correctly with that set also, but not if you have the Battle of Lumbridge set effect on your Sliske armor. Sources of crit chance now function while you have Equilibrium perk or Aura active. This means both the Tuska outfit and Biting perk will now stack with Equilibrium, which is awesome and phenomenal. Various areas and effects that should turn off prayers and curses now correctly move the Teamwork Protection, Chronicle Absorption, Superheat Form, Malevolence, Desolation, and Affliction. You can now draw power from the Vecna Skull as soon as it's off cooldown. A Magic Cape skill perk can now be used at any bank area. Upgrade option from the Spring Cleaner 9001 has been removed as you can't upgrade it any further. 2 warning messages have been added if you have less than 30 minutes or 60 minutes on your charge remaining in your charge pack, and if you enter a boss instance with less than an hour remaining in your charge pack, you will get a warning message. Buff icons for the combination potions have been updated to be less confusing. A healing area and fire prevention has been added to the bank chest at the Twilight Academy. Anima Golems can now be cleared up on Telos' death. We've added a bad luck mitigation to some lore drops so that cumulative monster kills shift the drop rate towards 100 once a certain threshold has been reached. This affects drops which have a drop rate of 1 out of 100 or worse. For the Dragon Rider book from the KBD, this does not affect group kills. Players can still gain the kill count in a group fight, but the 100% drop will only occur in a fight on your own if the threshold has been met. Here's a full list of the drops. Adamant Dragons with the Dragonkin Journals and the Forsay Journal, King Black Dragon with the Last Rider book, Ripper Demons with the Minor Journal and the Diary of Jebediah Omnis, and Court Summons only if you obtain them through monster kills. God Wars Dungeon 2 and Telos Boss Tactics have been added to the Beast tab, and the Superior and Augmented Superior Morgan's Javelin's range is now increased to 7. And there's a quick hotfix that went live throughout the game, check it out. But that wraps it up, guys, for your update and patch notes. If you liked the video, hit that like button. If you're not subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button. You want to stay up to date on all things RuneScape, then you gotta hit that subscribe button, bruh. Anyways, I appreciate you watching, dog. I am out. Peace.